I'm about to show you that the dual magnetic field of Earth, the dual magnetic cycles of Earth, a representation. See, there's the centre northern hemisphere magnetic cycle that just goes around every day. Day, night, day, night, day, night. So you could say South Pole, North Pole, South Pole, North Pole. Day, night, day, night. That keeps turning. At the same time, the southern field is turning with it. Whoop, now I've upset it. These, as that centre north turns, these turn with it. But we'll do one full revolution to that one centre north 360. So as that turns, these are forever turning with it. So, but while I've got it like this, I'm trying to show you what it's like when the southern hemisphere comes into its winter. It comes right up to the centre and it circles around the centre Arctic void. It's the black hole void at the centre Arctic, a place we can't get to, place of inaccessibility. The field, these are infinite. Imagine these are all infinite, not just four, they're just infinite. And as the centre north hemisphere turns, because that's the first state of projection, it drives this cycle around the perimeter. And it all comes in to all centralise around that centre Arctic during the southern hemisphere winter. And then it all goes out there. I could even get another mag the right way. It's a bit dorky, that one. Might be magnetised differently to the others. Then we see it like this. Okay. Now there's no tropical gap. We have to have a tropical gap with the field. It's a bit tricky. You can't do it. We can't do it. It's the way these magnets are made. Anyway, imagine this. They're all moving around the south like this, infinitely, around the centre north. Okay? Just like this. As the centre turns. See, look, driving that one around. So you've got to imagine half of this is day, half is night. So as they're driving together like that, they're both opposites, a south pole and a north pole, right? Which boils down to weak force, strong force, finding equilibrium in here. That's the perfect balance between them both, right? But there comes a time in the season when the night, the negative, becomes more offset with its south attracting pole, and then it gets to a point where they're both, so you can imagine they're both separated because they're both south poles. It's come around and your day and day line up and your night and night line up, so it becomes like this. Yeah, it's complete separation because they're like poles, same poles. That's after the 17th of October. Okay. So realise that we have this complete separation, the two daytime and daytime lining up, or nighttime and nighttime lining up. But then as that becomes offset, it gets drawn in, because opposites are attracting, and as they're attracting, it's pulling the field in to overlay. And this is what happens. They all come in to overlay, it all rolls in to overlay and become centralized around the northern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere stays centrally locked in the magnetic field. Everything is centralized. These are all the southern hemisphere fields, moving around just like that, but they're all revolving individually. But that does a full 360 all the way around here. It's not going to sit there and spin. But if you're doing celestial navigation, you can film a circular motion, because it's just mirrored from that turning center magnetic field, the central vortex of creation, the Arctic. As that turns, it's turning this. But it's not turning all the stars. The stars are always spiraling around. They come into into your horizon, pass over it, and leave. They don't hang around in there and do a circle. No. They appear to do a partial motion, because everything passes over your horizon. So you're seeing it come vertically over. You've got to, you think of that, but everything is actually going around like this. But it comes around into your horizon, over your horizon, and out. That's what's called a horizon. You've only got a horizon. There's nothing beyond your horizon. It's only within your horizon. There. So if you've got your camera fixed in star trail photography, you're just getting a mirrored rotation of the central vortex of creation, 15 degrees per hour. That's 15 degrees per hour. The sun moves 15 degrees per hour, but the stars aren't, because they're not doing a simple circle back at creation. They're doing an S-curve, because they're in the vortex. They're in the vortex, the feminine aspect, below the 2D ecliptic plane. The 2D ecliptic plane is all the males, the planets, the old suns, going around just doing circles, but the stars are doing this S motion. So you get all these scientists looking at the relationship between the planet and the stars, and they get all confused. They even tell you the stars are quicker than the sun. Load of rubbish. I've shown how that works. Okay? You've got to understand the dual magnetic cycles of our Earth. It's a duality. And then it's this pairing. It's all about the two cycles turning together like this, or when they become slightly offset, say they get attracted in, they're getting attracted in. It slips into the north like this, and because they're multiple fields all coming out of the central vortex, the Fibonacci spiraling out because it's a toroidal field, the whole system's just going like this all the way around the north as they both turn together. See that? Now you've got to realise this through this magnetic induction, between the two fields is the ecliptic plane. That's where we see the sun. The sun is created through the two fields. The moving magnetic cycle, it's actually changing between the fields. So the changing magnetic field, right at that point, going over to find equilibrium, come back It's just the infinity symbol between these two. It spirals in right at this point, right this point here, connecting point. The field spirals in, spins around the sun, the electrical, which is basically the black hole, and then spins off up into the Milky Way to feed over to the plasma sun that's in the dead center. Our sun is seen between here, and you can say this field are creating the sun. And it sort of is, because it's showing us the image, but what's being the result is coming over and feeding into the pure plasma over into the center Arctic, where they can't see the sun of creation, the father. You can't see the father, right? The black hole's the father and the sun's on its horizon. We only see what's out now, created realm, the light spectrum. It comes over. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Hope you understood that. Now, I did a video last night explaining this. So this is all black. And if I take the torch and do a circle the torch vertically around the top here in a circle, so you can imagine, let's say it's the sun between the two fields circling around our ecliptic plane over the flat earth. If I just do circles like this, we get a horizontal type image going on in the background. And this is basically how we get the sun image cast in the Antarctic region. It's just parabolic images, reflections from this, acrylic bowl representing the moisture in the atmosphere. I've done earlier videos before where I've set up the stars, put them on the top, moved the stars around here, and they all appear inside the bowl as little holographic projections. Just quite awesome. Make a good toy for a kid. Once you turn it on, you can just move his hands through all the stars. Proving they're not millions and billions of miles away, and as you approach them, they disappear because you're putting yourself in amongst them. This is the backdrop of night, black, but the clear acrylics representing the moisture in the atmosphere. So I'm just showing the light. This would be a night version, wouldn't it? But plasma during the day in the light spectrum can obviously be found or seen, but it's electromagnetic induction created between the two fields, two hemispheres, or capacitance, whatever they want to call it. Okay, that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching.